Okay, hey everybody, this is Cleta Colson-Eyre, and it is July the 28th, 2019, and the Ruby Seminar, which is a lot of us on here, we are finally going to get to go to seminar tomorrow. We have been suffering through all the pictures of all the other seminars. Not suffering, but you're just like, when am I going to get to go? And so I called myself not looking at it for a while, but then I just couldn't do it. And I'm like, just go ahead, because you got friends and you want to say you look beautiful, congratulations, and all that jazz. So I just went ahead and started scrolling, and it looks like we're going to have a wonderful time. So excited to be here tonight, and I am going to talk to you about how I made a decision and got 14 bookings for when I get back from seminar. That's what I'm going to be talking about. But before I do, I'm going to unmute Jana, and Jana Strunk is a director, and she has a little shout out, and I thought it was so impressive that I think it's good that for anybody to hear it. So Jana, just go ahead and unmute yourself, and we'd love to hear from you, or I'll unmute you.
Okay,
You got it.
Okay, all right. Okay, so this works perfectly with tonight's theme because, so I have an independent beauty consultant, Katie Harris, that I just want to give some recognition to tonight, because on July the 16th, Katie made a decision that she just had on her heart that she wanted to attend seminar. And it was kind of like one of those last minute things, July the 16th. And she said, I'm making the decision. And in order for me to go, I have to sell at least like $2,000 to $2,500 in product between the 16th and between the time to leave. And so she's actually traveling to my house tonight because she's carpooling with some gals here in the Manhattan area. And so she did it. And so Katie has 3 children under the age of 3.
Wow.
She, just from Monday. And so she made the plan. She booked some appointments. I'm going to have her go live on my page later on tonight because I'm excited to hear about how she booked her appointments. And I'm excited to hear how you booked your appointments, because she set it up very powerfully. She had parties. She had double facials. She had last minute stuff that was just popping in that she continued to work. She had a vision. God put a dream in her heart, and she knew that it was possible. And so she just continued on. She had over 2,000 in sales. I'm guessing, I think 17 to 20 faces based on our conversations. And she feels good. Like she is excited and she is ignited. And you guys, some people have a goal of making $1,000 profit in a month in Mary Kay. And, here she did this in a week. And by the way, I have to tell you that she already has 2 new team members for this month. And that happened prior to her Power Week. And so I know that from her Power Week, she's probably going to have a gold medal. And so she'll have, likely 7 to 8 new this month and be going into DIQ and going on target for car, because she's already halfway towards car production right now. So anyway, fantastic job, Katie Harris. I'm so, so thrilled for you.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And that just shows you, if there's a will, there's a way. If there's something you really want to do, you will figure it out. And that's what I know. And so I'm proud of her, and I can't wait to meet her at seminar in Dallas this week. So thank you for sharing that, Jana. And so you guys, I wanted to just share with you something. We've been talking about time management. We've talked about a lot of things on these Boss Babe calls. And one of the things we talked about was doing your 6 most important things. And we talked about putting it in at night and then working on it the next day. And, all my 6 most important things for a long time has been the same thing that I did not do, and I put it to the next day. And then I wouldn't do it, and I put it to the next day. Well, I just left it on the list, And it said, follow up with referrals from parties. And so every day I would look at my list, and it would say, follow up with referrals, book referrals. And I just wouldn't do it. And so some of you that have been on the Boss Babe calls for a little while, I don't know if you remember, but back in February, it was actually January, I did a bridal fair and with another sister director, and I had about 200 names or so. And so I booked about 17, I did like 17 or 18 parties from that bridal fair in the month of February. And these are all of the profile cards. All of these are filled out, all these profile cards from all those faces I did in February and a few in March. And I do a game, as most of y'all know how we do. And so I have names, which you can't see it right here, but anyway, there's names on the back of every profile card because we do the charcoal mask. And I put a little Voxer message out about that today, so I won't go into all of that. But, you know, we do the charcoal mask, and then during that time, we have everyone, everybody out. We have everybody that actually, okay, hang on. Okay, I think I got it now. We have everyone that that gets tickets for every name that they give. And so anyway, it's been a great way to get names. And before I did this, I would not have names at the party because I'd forget to get them. Like it'd get to that page of the flip chart, Beauty of Friendship, and I'm like, I don't have time for that. Let's move on. So the charcoal mask is the ideal time. You need to let it dry. You're going to play a couple little songs while they do it. And so anyway, I had a ton of names from these profile cards, but I just kept putting it off. And I'm going to tell you my thought process on it. Okay. So on those bridal names, all these faces, they weren't like record breaking sales. They were small parties for me. I mean, like, now I didn't know these ladies, so you never know what you're going to get, right? But you know, they were like $100 parties, $200, maybe a couple, two or three or four $300 parties, but not my normal party, which is $500, $600, $1,000 party. I mean, you know, when I hand select someone, I usually can have a pretty decent party, right? Because I know the lady, or I met her, or I have a reason to believe that that's what that I feel like that she would be, purchase product and bring friends who would. Well, anyway, so I kind of convinced myself that these were bad names, like that nobody in here was a good name, which is just 100% the enemy. That's the enemy saying that these are bad names. I mean, who am I to judge that these are bad names, right? So the first of the month, I had or it might even have been in June or 1st of July. I had a girl that's working for me this summer, and I thought, okay, well, I wanted her to do something. I said, I'll tell you what I want you to do. So I gave her this whole bag, and I said, I want you to get every single name off of here, and I had her put them in a spreadsheet with the girl's name and the hostess, the one that referred her, that did the party. And so I said, I want you to put them on there with their name, their phone number, and the hostess's name, and put them on a spreadsheet. And I have a little program I use, and so that I could text more than one person at a time. You could put this on, your My Customers app, because you can text multiple people at a time with that too, and not be a group message, but whatever you use, or you can do them individually. Probably most of y'all don't have 200 or 300 names. So anyway, so I did that. So then I kept putting on my thing, text the referrals. I mean, I paid the girl to write them down, and I did nothing. I'm just being honest with y'all. Okay, so then I thought, okay, today's the day. I'm going to text these referrals. So I pulled them up, and I thought I don't want to text all of them at one time because there was about 240 names, because that's a lot of people to have to respond to, if they all start texting back at the same time. So I thought I'm going to just text the A's and the B's, and the ones that start with A and B's. So there was about 25 of them. So this is the text I sent out. Don't write this down. Do not write this down. This is what I sent out. I said, hey, Adrian, this is Cleta with Mary Kay. Your friend Jordan had a facial with me a couple months ago and gave me your name. She thought you deserve some pampering and might enjoy a free facial with a charcoal mask and microdermabrasion treatment. I have a $10 Mary Kay gift card for you if you're interested in booking. We do them at the Holiday Inn Conference Center in Valdosta. Just text me back if you like the upcoming dates and times. Thinking Pink, Cleta. I thought, that's a good text. I thought that was pretty good. And in my mind, I thought, these aren't great names, so I'm just going to make them come to my meeting. That's what I'm going to do at the Holiday Inn. That's going to be their one and only choice. Okay, so of all of those that I text, about 25 people, guess how many responses I got? 0. Not one single person texted me back. They didn't even say no. They just didn't text me back at all. Not one single response. So then I'm like, I knew those were bad names. And so I didn't do anything with the rest of the names. So then I got sick for a couple weeks. And then I thought, so then when I finally woke up from my, state of sickness, I thought, you better get busy, sister. And then I got on a call with Donald and Sweeney a couple of weeks ago, and they were talking about, are you going to do the things that you say that you're going to do? I mean, you make these goals. You want to be a woman of your word. Are you going to do them, or are you just going to make excuses? And I thought, all right, I'm going to go text the rest of those people. So what could I do? So I pulled up some scripts that I had, and they didn't really go with what I was doing, but I tweaked it to make it work. So I've texted out to you guys already, but I'm going to repeat it to you. So this is the text that I sent 200 people, and then I'm going to tell you my results. So I said, instead of that other one that didn't work, I said, hey, Adrian, congratulations. I got your name from your friend, Jordan Klein, when I gave her a facial a few months ago. You are one of my winners for my monthly drawing. You won a free charcoal mask treatment for you and up to 5 friends. How's that sound? Are details and dates by text okay? With a little smiley face, Cleta. Okay? And honestly, I thought, I'm probably not going to get a lot of response. So I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and send it to 200 people. I don't care. So I went, click, because I have a program that I can do that. So I just sent it to everybody. And of course, it was individual, and the way this program worked, it actually put their name and it put who referred them. So, and y'all, I started doing something else, and all of a sudden, my phone starts blowing up. I had 88 text messages. And I'm like, what?
Okay.
Hey, Cleta, hang on. You're muted. It looked like somebody else became the host.
All right, I'm back. Hang on just a minute.
I think we've got your phone and that.
Yeah, I know. I'm taking all that off. Okay, I'm back. Y'all know I get so irritated every single week with this brand new modem over here that's not working. So then I get on my phone. Okay, so I'm going to have to talk fast. So anyway, whatever you said, I'm sure it was good, Loree. I'll go back and listen to it. So it is about like what you say in your head about these names. So everybody started texting back. So this is what they were saying. On this, here's the key to this script. First of all is, of course, it has their name and who referred them, which I said that before. But it did not say, it said that they won something, okay? And what did they win? A microdermabrasion treatment with them and 5 of their girlfriends. That sounds fun. The $10 gift card did not work. It just sounded, I don't know why it didn't work, you guys. I mean, honestly, I thought it was a good script. But it didn't work, okay? And then I didn't ask them, do you want a book? Text me back. I said, are details and dates by text okay? So I'm just asking them if I can text them back some more information. And so when they say yes, I'm just trying to get a yes, right? So all of a sudden, 88 people text me back. Now, the first 3, do you know what they said that I was looking at? Please delete my number and never text me again. I thought, rude. I've only texted you once your whole life, So I text back. I'm like, oh my goodness. Well, thank you for letting me know. I hope you have a great day. Delete. So then someone else said, please stop. And so I text her back. Same thing. I said, oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. And have a great day. Delete. And then someone said, wrong number. This is a guy. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, I apologize. Thanks for letting me know. Have a great day. Delete. Well, then he goes back. He said, do you do guys? I said, no, I don't. I said, I don't feel like doing guys, especially ones I don't know, right? So delete. Okay, so then another one goes, sorry, you got the wrong number. I said, I'm sorry. Then they come back and they said, are you in the cosmetic business? I said, I sure am. And they go, well, what, they started asking questions, blah, blah, blah. And then they go, what ethnicity are you? And I thought, freak, who is it? I said, who are you? And I said, who am I talking to? And they said, my name's Jerome. I'm a single black man with 1 child, and I'm very much of a gentleman. I'm like, I'm a white lady and married. I said, but thank you very much. Good luck to you. And then he's like, I still can't do business. You still won't do business with me?
I'm like, trying to say she's very happily married.
Right. Oh my Lord. Exactly. He goes, you still won't do business with me even though you're married? I said, www.marykay.com/Cleta. And that is all I said. Anyway. I said, you're welcome to order. Okay, so anyway, so I had a few rejections at the beginning. I'm telling you this because you're going to get some too. It doesn't matter. Who cares? I don't even know these people, right? I mean, I don't have time to do 200 parties. Well, I mean, I could make time, but anyway. So anyway, so then they start texting back, yes, or oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Yes. And yes meant text me back some details. So I have a little script that I would, as soon as they said yes, and of course I have this in my phone where I could just copy paste, right? And I would say, once they said yes, I could tell them, I would send this, and it says, hey, with a little emoji, you know, it said, it includes a spa facial, charcoal mask treatment, microdermabrasion, lip, hand treatment, and an expert foundation match for you and up to 5 friends. All we need to do now is book a date. What's best, a weekday or weeknight or a weekend? And I'll send you the dates I have available. And then I waited. And then they would come back and go, 90% go weekend. I'm like, I don't want to do every single weekend, but guess what I did? I'm booking every single weekend because that's what they want. And but some I do have some of the week too. And I said, great. They go, where do you do them? I said, I live in Valdosta. Is that good for you? And I said, I do them in my home. And so they're like, okay, you know. And so anyway, I went forward to book all the parties. Well, I ended up booking 14 parties, and I double booked just about every slot. And when I say double book, like when I get back from seminar, we get back on a Saturday. And so on Tuesday night, I have a party. On Thursday night, I have a party. On Friday night, I have a party. On Saturday at 11, I have 2 parties. And on Saturday at 3, I have 2 parties. And on Sunday afternoon, I have a party. So that is, I think, 10 or 11 for the week I get back. Plus that next Monday, and then that next Saturday, and the next Saturday, I have bookings because everybody wants a Saturday, you know. So, and I had 3 booked for yesterday. And so, but this is the crazy thing. Okay, so then I thought, what bugged me before about when I did all those parties? Why was I so frustrated about those parties? And I thought, well, one of the things that frustrated me, and this is no offense to all of you that have children. It's no offense, so don't take offense. But I got people coming to my house, and they're opening the doors, and there's 2-year-olds putting out, 3-year-olds, baby baskets or whatever, car seats. And I'm like, this is not Cleta daycare. I already got like 400 cats. I don't need 400 children here when I'm trying to do a Mary Kay party at my house. Plus, I'm just not set up for it. I don't have like toys in a playroom. I have nothing. There's nothing in the house for babies. Plus, it just makes it where, anyway, y'all know what I mean, okay? This is a pampering session. So I thought, how could I fix this? So once I got a date, I said, great. I said, I will text you a picture in a few minutes of an invitation you can use to invite your friends. So I did text a picture, and it said, the date, enjoy a pampering session. I said, you were invited to a pampering session. I had the date. I had a picture of the Mary Kay Miracle Set. I didn't ever say Mary Kay and none of this stuff so far, but I had a picture of the Mary Kay Miracle Set on the invitation. And then I said RSVP to the girl that was the hostess. And then I said home of Cleta Colson-Eyre, and then my address. Okay. And so I text her that. And then I said, I'm going to need your guest list within 24 hours of your party. And so they're like, oh, great. Thank you so much. Okay. So then the next day I thought, I'm fixing to handle the children. And I'm going to handle it in such a way that it's going to be professional, instead of saying, do not bring your children. So I typed up 5 tips for their appointment. So I typed this up, and I sent this out to every person that booked. And it said, 5 tips for your appointment. Number 1, text me your skin type, dry, normal, combination, or oily. Number 2, text me your guest list within 24 hours of your event. Number 3, make arrangements for your small children and let your guests know to do so as well. 13 or older is fine. Number 4, wear your favorite color blouse. I just threw that in there. Be fun. Number 5, text me any skin concerns you are dealing with. Okay? So this is a real appointment at my house. I take my business seriously. I want them to take me seriously. And if they were going to have a massage at Lemongrass here in Valdosta, you cannot bring your 7 children. You can't bring your babies when you go get a massage. You have to make arrangements. So I did have someone text me back and say, I always have my daughter with me. Is that a problem? And I said, you will want to make arrangements for your children unless they're 13 or older. And that's, honestly, the girl, she can make arrangements. Every woman in this that at some time or the other has made an arrangement, or otherwise we can do it another time. Now, if I knew the girl, you know what I'm saying, and I just felt like I wanted to do that, that's fine. But especially if I'm double booking and I got 6 ladies and then another 6, I don't need 6 children, right? So that was my way of taking care of this. So let me tell you what happened. After I text that to these women, they're like, oh, okay, great. Then I started getting texts back. These are the names of these are my 5 ladies. How many did they do? 5. Because at the beginning I said it's for you and 5 ladies. And then at the second thing it said for you and 5. And so they're giving me 5 names. It's so great. Instead of, you can invite some people. No, it's 5. That's the number in their mind. I got to get 5 friends. So they go, here are the names, Maria, Missy, blah, 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 blah. And then they're texting me back and said, so-and-so has oily skin, so-and-so has normal, so-and-so. And then one of them, then I got all these texts from these ladies that say, hey, my name, like there was one of the hostesses, she sent I didn't like, she don't even, I'm calling her a hostess. I never called her a hostess, but the winner. Okay. So one of them just sent the whole tips to her 5 people, and they all text me back and said, hi, my name is so-and-so. I have combination skin. I'm going to be at Celine's party on Thursday the 13th. I'm like, this is amazing. So what I did is I went ahead and I got my assistant, or you could do this, to go ahead and do profile cards on everybody that I already know that's coming. So like, here's Amani, and then behind her are Marilyn, all the people that they have turned in, and the information I do have on them, which is mainly right now just their name, their phone number, and their skin type. But that's enough for me to get their party ready, when they get there. And, I may or may not squirt all the stuff in there, but, until I know they're on the way. Because even this weekend, I had one that had confirmed 6 people, but then she had to take her brother to the hospital. So she said, I got to reschedule. I mean, that's understandable. And then I had 2 parties at 3:00. Well, one of them texted me and said that she was going to be 10 minutes late. And then the other one texted me and said she's going to be 15 minutes late. I'm like, well, that's good, because neither one of them know they got another party going. And so they came, and one was about 20 minutes late, and the other one was about 40 minutes late. But I just called them up, and I had, 5 at this party, and this one had some cancellations, but she still had 3. So, but what I'm saying is, like, had she tried to get one person, she probably would have had none. But because they were both trying to get 5, I had 8 people around the table, and I did them at the same time. It was fine, So anyway, it's been pretty cool how it's working out. I don't have the results of what I'm going to do when I get back. But what I do know is that I'll end up having a lot of activity. I've prayed about my business. I prayed for the Lord to send me sharp people that I can recruit, because I do want to sell some product, but I also want to get team members. And I really need to build my unit size up about 100 or 150 people this year. That's what it's going to take to do million, and that's what's going to take to get these directors that I need. And so I am willing to take what the Lord gave me, which are all these names, and see what I can do with them. Now, let me say this. I did not do the referral game Saturday. Now, let me tell you why. One of my table, they all got out, and come to find out, they were all 16 and 17-year-olds. I didn't know. I mean, I promise you, I didn't know who was texting, okay? So they all came out, and I said, well, tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you married? Do you have kids? Where do you work? I mean, honestly, I thought they were probably 25. And one of them goes, well, I'm fixing to be 17, and I'm going to be a junior. I'm like, well, all right then. Every one of them around the table, fixing to be 16, fixing to be 17. I'm like, but hey, you know what? They were sweet as pie. And I thought, if I was 16 or 17, I would think this was the bomb.com. So they had a beautiful time. And they all are going to tell their parents about what they want for Christmas. The miracle set, the botanical set. And, it happens that way. But did I want to get referrals from 5 16-year-olds? No. That's just me. I got a lot to do. And, for right now in my state, in my age, and my goals, I cannot recruit people that are 16 and 17. So I did not do the referral game for that particular party. That's okay, you guys. You can make decisions like that. The other side of the table, one girl already was a consultant, or she was a consultant under her cousin, and she just stopped selling. And one was a younger girl who did bring her 2-month-old baby. And then the other lady, I'm going to call her and get some referrals from her. So, you do have to adjust your business. But it was still a great time. They were in and out of my house literally in an hour and a half. I mean, we got it done. They had a great time. They looked beautiful. I sent them all the group pictures from our party. And I think they will go around and tell people how much fun they had at the Mary Kay party. And, I am planting seeds that may grow somewhere else. Because I just know that the Lord says when you sow, you will reap. And if you're not sowing anything, there's nothing for him to water, and the harvest is not going to come if you're not putting any seeds in the ground. So I'm putting seeds in the ground. Some will harvest that day. And I sold some stuff, but you know what I'm saying? I really wanted some recruits that day. But I feel like I'm going to get some recruits somewhere else that I'm not even, Lord's going to bring me some, because I'm going to be faithful to do the work. And I'm going to get the results. And you guys just have to believe that. And that's how it's going to roll out. And once you get on a roll booking, here's what happens. It doesn't matter who you're booking at first. You just get on a roll, and it makes it easier. And there's a lot of people that when I text back. Oh, and by the way, I still did not hear from about, I would say, 120 of them did not text me back. That's okay, right? I just thought, well, I got enough to worry with right this second. And a lot of them are kind of hanging, like they said, I'll get back with you on a date. I got to look at my schedule. So I've got a lot of girls that really I probably just need to follow back up with and say, hey, just want to check back. And 2 or 3 people said, I just had surgery. Is this a one and done, or can I do this in a couple of weeks? And one girl, said, I moved to St. Louis. Can I give this to somebody else? I said, you sure can. So she gave me a name of a girl. I said, you can surely transfer it to a friend. So it's just been pretty fun the way the text works. And you could adjust it to whatever, like maybe you got a name from a facial box. You could change it and say, hey, Susie Q, congratulations. I got your name from a facial box at Jody's Salon, and you are my winner for you to get a microdermabrasion treatment and 5 of your friends. So there was just a couple of things in there that I thought, they just work. I don't know what to tell you. So, learn from everybody else's. I mean, like sometimes you use a script and it doesn't work. I've used that other script kind of like that. And I thought, like I say, I thought it was pretty good and it didn't work. So now I'm thinking, what should I do with those A and B people that did not even respond? I could just send the other one out and see what happens. And if I don't hear anything, I really don't care. I don't know them. I mean, like they might go, lady, you just texted me the other day. But I'm going to say, oh, well, you won this time, and see what happens. But I wanted to share that with you guys, and just tell you that Mary Kay Ash used to say that when you get back from a conference, the best thing you can do for your business is have a 10-party week, she used to call it 10 show week, because you'll never be as fired up as you are the week after a conference, whether it's seminar, career conference, leadership, fall advance. That's the time you're going to be the most excited. And so you definitely do not want to come back with a goose egg on your date book and you have not one single thing on your date book. Because what will happen is you'll be fired up and you'll go home and you're like, I'm going to get on the books. But it's going to take you a week to get on the books. And so then you've lost 2 weeks, the week of the conference and that whole next week, because you did not have anything going. So I want to challenge everyone that is going to seminar tomorrow or Tuesday to make sure that when you get back from seminar, you have 5 or 10 parties on the books, so that you will come home and you'll be fired up. You could recruit, anybody that you see. We say that Mary Kay coming home from seminar, we don't even need the plane. We're flying so high, we don't even need the plane to get home. And so I want to challenge you to set yourself up for success for August to get that on the books. Now, let's say you're not going to seminar or you've already been to seminar. You know what? We've got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to finish the month out. A lot can happen in 3 days. I mean, you can sell $600, get your necklace, the first necklace of the month. Don't miss out on this first month and not get your necklace. What you'll do is at the end of the year, you'll say, why did I miss July? That makes me so mad. Don't do that, you guys. We have luminous foundations out. You could go get you one of all the luminous foundations or 2 of them. They're giving the free boxes away, the display boxes, for every 14 you purchase. And so I got 4 display boxes coming in. I went ahead and got 1 of each of them just to use at my parties. And then I got 1 of each to sell, and then a couple extra of the colors I sell the most. But they're not going bad. They just came out. They're 3 or 4 year shelf life. So at least get you some of that, and then in August you can get some of the new products that are coming out, which are going to be so exciting, so this is the time to wrap up your July. Start it off big. Even if you haven't done very much, get on the phone, get some bookings, sell some products tomorrow. If you might need to do a 24 24 24 to get some, where you challenge yourself to sell $24 in 24 hours to 24 people, that ends up being almost $600. And if that seems difficult to you, then what you can do is just try to sell 25 charcoal masks. Just try to sell 25 charcoal masks. That's 25 times 24, which is $600, I think. What is that? 24 times 25. Hang on, 24 times 25. Yeah, $600. So if you just challenge yourself to sell 25 charcoal masks, that's easy. It's just one little item. You all know how you love it. And you can ask anybody to buy a charcoal mask, man, woman, teenager, whatever. And say, I'm going to sell 25 charcoal masks between now and Wednesday, and take that $600 and get your charcoal masks, and then you could invest the rest in your business if you've not ordered already for the month, or if you feel like you need some inventory. You know what I mean? If not, go ahead and try to sell, instead of 25 charcoal masks, sell you 50 of them, and then you could take a $600 profit. You know what I mean? So it's really doable for anybody, because everybody loves the charcoal mask. Everybody. Every single person in America needs one. Everybody. Okay. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. We're excited about seminar. I'm going to let the directors just kind of wrap us up, anything they'd like to say to close us out. And I want to thank you guys for calling in. We're ending just a little bit early for you to have time to pack for seminar and get some bookings before you leave. And so, yes. Okay, so I'll just start with Loree. I know you already shared a little bit, but you can go again.
Hey, I just want to tell you, I'm just super excited about going to seminar tomorrow. I'm almost totally packed, except what I need to put on my face in the morning. But I just hearing you say about selling 25 charcoal masks, I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. That's going to be my goal. It's tomorrow. While I'm gone, tell them I'll deliver it when I get back, or either have my family do it, because you're right. Everybody in America does need one. So I think it's time. I think that's a great goal. And like you said, anybody can do it. You can, ask for referrals when you call the people that you know, and then say, hey, does your sister need one? Does your mom need one? Who else do you know that you can help me reach this goal? So I think that's awesome. And so super excited about all your parties, and it's inspiring me. And so that's what I'll be doing at the airport tomorrow, is calling my own referrals, because it's already in my bag to go.
All right. Good. And you know what you could do if you want to? You could challenge yourself to sell 26 charcoal masks, and you tell people, and when I meet my goal, one person gets their mask free. That way you still have $600, but one person gets their mask free. So that's an idea too. Okay. Awesome, Loree. Thank you. Okay, Jana?
All right. Okay. I love the call. I already talked about what I loved about your script, but I just want you to know I loved the script. That was really powerful. I love how you ended with a question, and it wasn't a yes or a no type of question. It was just, is this all right to text you? That was really powerful. Please, if you wouldn't mind sharing your invite and all of your scripts so we can save those on our phone. For sure. I love that you created the coaching thing. So you sent those 5 things, and you controlled things, and you're tweaking things to how because you don't want to have a slew of kids there. It's not daycare land. And you're right. I love that you talked about the massage. It's not, nobody takes a bunch of babies to massage. And I love your obedience, because I was just thinking, you know what, Jana, it's time for you to get back in gear. And when you did this back in I don't remember, was it February? that lit me on fire. That I'm just like, well, Jana, what are you doing? You know, get back to it. And so I love your obedience, because that it does change things. And, you know, I saw that in Katie as well, because Katie had something on her heart, and she said, I hope she doesn't mind. She's driving, listening to this, but she said, I feel like I'm being led by the Holy Spirit to share with you that I'm going to be with you in Orlando. And she said, I've tried to not, I know it's exciting, Laurie. She said, I've tried to like suppress this, but it keeps coming back to me. So I feel like I'm supposed to tell you. And you know what? Right after that obedience, it's like, I told her, I said, I know for a fact you're going to seminar because you spoke what was in your heart, what the Lord has put on your heart, and he will make a way. If you do the work, I said, you do the footwork, he'll do the heart work. You know, he works on everybody's hearts. And so, boom, obedience, action, and there you go. So awesome. Thank you so much, Cleta. Amazing call tonight.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Rosie?
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, awesome. Thanks for the great call, great tips. I hope I have some people on this call. I can see a couple of my people. Anyway, what you were talking about, the kids, that kind of resonated with me because, you know, I used to teach kindergarten, and if anybody's tolerant of children, most of the time it's me. But this happened to me a few weeks ago. It was something at Jana's studio, and this lady was going to come, and at the very last minute, she said, it's okay if I bring my 5-year-old daughter, right? And and I try to phrase it, you know, I mean, I think I'm usually pretty tactful. And I said, oh my gosh, you know, ordinarily that'd be great. I said, but this is your time. This is your time to be pampered. And so she writes back, well, if my daughter can't participate, I'm not coming. And I'm like, really? Your 5-year-old can't participate, so you're not going to come? I'm like, maybe I don't want you there anyway, you know? But at the time, it made me feel like, what did I say wrong? But so I'm glad to hear that somebody else more seasoned than I has that issue too, and you made it very, you stated it very eloquently, and it's right. I mean, you wouldn't expect to take children to some of those things, and I thought, you know, if you go have a massage or whatever, you get your hair done, all these things, you take your 5-year-old and expect your 5-year-old to be able to participate, you know? Right. She's 5, for God's sake. She's 5. So anyway, I'm off my soapbox, but yeah, I just wanted to thank you. I'm super, super excited to see all of you, and can't wait to leave we're leaving Tuesday morning. Jan and I fly out, so can't wait to see everybody.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you. Okay, let's see, Nina. Let's see. All right, Nina, you're unmuted.
Everybody covered a lot of wonderful stuff. Love everything that everybody said. It really stuck with me when you didn't give up after the first couple messages. Were like, no, not interested. Hey, this is the guy. Because some people will get discouraged after those first 15, 20 messages. Like, oh my goodness, when is somebody going to say yes? But you still kept going and kept going. Your blessing is right around the corner. So you go until you finish the list or until you finish your goal. If that stack wasn't good, we're going to find another stack. There's some more people that you can call, because there's plenty of people that are in your space or know somebody or something that you can reach out to make calls to and book appointments. So I'm back now. So I'm super excited to get all my appointments done and get going and stuff and find the rest of this room. There's a mess behind me. So
Nina just moved. So, all right. And you know what? Here's what I was thinking. I did want to say this. Some people, you'll facial, and you're just going to be a blessing to them. The Lord's going to speak through you. You will be the blessing. And then some are going to return and you'll get a blessing by a financial gain by them buying some products or booking or, signing up to be a consultant. Either way, it's good. Because sometimes we're called just to give. Because, we've all done parties some of us have, like at a nursing home or at a battered women's shelter where you cannot, you're not there for the sales. You're there to give. So I tried to look at these names in a different way. And when those young girls came in, honestly, I have a heart for teenage girls. And I just thought, oh, you guys are so stinking cute. Come on in. I'm Aunt Cleta. I knew that they were not going to buy very much, and they didn't. But they had so much fun, and I just know that something great is going to come out of that. And even if the greatness is that they look at Mary Kay, the company, as somebody cool now instead of old lady, my job, I serve my purpose for that party. So anyway. Can you not hear me? You guys, y'all can't hear me?